Hey y'all, what's up, what's good? It's your girl Michaela Janae here, back with another video. And in today's video I want to talk about some common hair myths. Okay, I'm not even gonna do too much talking. Let's just hop right into this video. Washing your hair too often dries it out. False. No, the only way that your hair can be moisturized, can be hydrated, is from water. And only when you wash your hair will your hair be able to accept that moisture. No amount of products, curling creams, custards, foams, mousses is going to hydrate your hair if you are not washing your hair. That is a common myth that was created long ago when natural hair first had a resurgence on YouTube. People were like, I only wash my hair once a month, dirty hair thrives better. That is completely false. Our moisturizing shampoos have come a long way over time, so don't be afraid to clarify that hair. I clarify my hair once a week because I shampoo multiple times. Do not be afraid to double cleanse. Healthy hair is clean hair and hydrated hair. If you're using a shampoo that is constantly drying your hair and stripping it, it's time to switch over brands. I have so many recommendations here on my channel. You are not going to dry out your hair. You're not going to dry out your scalp from washing your hair at least every 7 to 14 days. Like I like to wash my hair once a week. I know some people wash their hair a little bit often. If you are washing your hair, multiple times throughout the week, use moisturizing and hydrating products each time, because you want to make sure that you are allowing your hair to take in that hydration and you're not constantly stripping your hair of its natural oils without replacing it. If you are cleansing it with a clarifying shampoo, make sure then you're going behind with a moisturizing shampoo and a hydrating shampoo, and you're going to see a difference in the hair. A lot of times why your hair products aren't working is because your hair is not clean. Shampoo your hair a little bit more often and you'll see a different reaction from your products that you're using. I promise. Okay, so now to hair myth number 2, that you shouldn't clarify natural hair. Okay, we just talked about shampooing, and a lot of people shampoo their hair and they use moisturizer without ever clarifying. You should be clarifying your natural hair, because with natural hair you're putting a lot of products on throughout the week, especially if you are curly natural. You're putting creams, custards, foam, mousses, all that piled on top of your hair causes buildup. The only way to get rid of that buildup is by clarifying your hair. Moisturizing shampoos are going to get your hair clean, but there's a whole nother level of clean that you can get to by doing a clarifying shampoo step, and then also double cleansing, sometimes triple cleansing, because all of these products can be heavy on the hair. If you're constantly piling products on top of products on top of product, you're no longer going to get the benefits of those products, and they're not going to perform the same because you're not clarifying your hair, stripping it, and starting all over. So don't be afraid to clarify your hair. It's not going to damage your scalp. There are many other dandruff shampoos, moisturizing scalp shampoos that you can use after clarify that will counteract that if you do have that issue. Now to hair myth number 3. This is a big one that a lot of people are not ready for. The hair typing chart is a scam. It is a sham. It is used to divide the natural hair community. So if you read a book from cosmetology school, there is no letters or numbers in that book. It tells you nothing about your hair. It gives you no information on how to treat, how to take care or grow or maintain or retain length for your hair. There are no products marketed towards a certain curl type. Your hair has different curl types all throughout your head, so it's not beneficial to know, oh, my curl fits into this box. There are different things that you need to do for your hair, whether you have the same curls as someone or whether you don't. You can have scalp issues, you can be on different medications, and your curl type does not matter. You need to take the time to figure out what your hair needs rather than how it looks or how it performs with certain products or how your wash and go comes out. Don't fall into the scheme of making you feel that that's important. It means nothing and it's frankly not real. Now my next hair myth is about growth oils. There are definitely oils that can help to thicken hair, it can help to stimulate hair, and it can help you to retain your hair's length by reducing shedding, but there is no oil on the planet that is going to make hair grow out of your scalp. I don't want you guys to believe and subscribe to the notion that these wild growth oils and these African growth oils and all this is a guaranteed way to make your hair grow. That's just not true, and it may work for some people, but it's not going to work for everyone, and it's not a blanket, let me throw this at it. And that's the same thing with certain vitamins and supplements. You have to consult with your hairstylist and your doctor and see what works best for you, because different things are going on within your body, within your scalp, that determine those factors, and there's no oil that is just going to be your end all be all for hair growth. That's just not how it works. Everyone's hair is different and everyone's scalp is different, and it's going to react differently. me. So I just don't think that hair growth oil is great to be marketed to everyone. You have to do what works best for you and your hair. Okay, another hair scam or hair myth is food in the hair. I know there's a whole holistic hair person in Atlanta who will put a whole fruit salad on your hair, but the facts are that the particles of fruits and vegetables are way too big to even penetrate the hair's cuticle. Putting lemons and apples and oranges in your hair and on your scalp is not benefiting your hair. There is like egg and mayonnaise protein treatments, but that is coated on top of the hair. It's going to make it feel softer, but the rest of those food that you're putting in your hair really doesn't have an effect on your hair. The next common scam in the natural hair community, because we moved on from myths to scams at this point, is that co-washing is what natural girls should be doing. That is completely false. You are causing product buildup most of anything. You are neglecting your hair from getting a good deep clean. Really, you're not allowing your products to do what they need to do because they're not starting from a clean base. They're starting at a disadvantage because your hair is still dirty. You think you are retaining and maintaining your moisture, but you're not. Your hair has to be cleaned to really be hydrated, so you gotta clean it first. Co-washing is not helping you. A moisturizing shampoo will do the trick. Okay, the next hair myth and hair scam in the hair community for all types of hair is split end repairing products. There's no repairing split ends. Once your ends are split, the only way you will get rid of them is by cutting them. Over time, you can try to smooth them out. You can color your hair and you won't see them as much. Okay, you can do treatments, but the only way to get rid of split ends is to cut them. And if you do not cut them, they will move up the shaft, and then you'll have to get layers that you did not sign up for. So just go ahead and be up to date on your trims. Watch out for excessive high heat usage because that can cause split ends. Also, watch out for friction, rubbing your hair against different fabrics at night or during the day. Be conscious because there is no product, there is no Tresemme, there is no Revlon, as we see on the commercials, that is going to repair split ends. They're lying to you, especially those little Dove commercials saying that, oh, I don't even need to go to the salon anymore, I don't need that trim because this product got me right. False. I don't know how they're allowed to put that on your TV screens because that is just not true. My next hair scam or hair myth is that protective styles grow your hair. It sounds like it'll be right? It sounds good. It sounds like it makes sense. But if your hair is not healthy underneath that wig, if your hair is not healthy inside of those braids, you are wasting your time. That is no longer a protective style. That is just hair hiding. If your hair is not trimmed, deep conditioned, in a healthy state before you put that sewing in, once you take it out, your hair is going to still be damaged and still be troubled. It's just going to be a little bit longer and you're still going to need that trim. It's so important to get your hair to a healthy state for protective styles to actually do what they need to do and do what they were intended to do. If the protective style is super tight, if the braids are super small, if you are causing heat damage to your leave out, you're no longer protecting your hair. It's just a regular style, okay? Ponytails and stuff like that, braided ponytails, extended, that's not a protective style. Your hair is covered, but you're causing tension. Some of my favorite protective styles are 2-strand twists, individual braids on your natural hair, large to medium knotless braids, not really small or extra small because that's causing tension. Most of the time you're keeping in for longer than you should. You're not washing your hair. It's no longer protective style. You have to still care for your hair underneath that. Sew-ins that you keep in for months and months and months, no longer protecting the hair. Your hair is not getting any air, it can't breathe, it can't move, you're not hydrating it. Your hair has to be healthy to then protect it, to then maintain that length that you got while you were in the style, because most of the time you're going to need a trim, and if it wasn't taken care of underneath, the integrity of your hair is now gone. It's not a blanket statement that not wearing your natural hair out is going to benefit your hair. Taking care of your hair and looking at it, being able to assess what's going on, sometimes people need that more than they need a protective style to grow their hair. And last but not least, my last hair myth for this video is daily hair wetting. Okay, now let me explain myself because that sounds a little crazy, but in the natural hair community I know a lot of girls who and grown women who wet their hair every day. That's too much. They're not even talking about washing it. They just wake up and mist it. You don't need to daily wet your hair. That is a little excessive. Your hair needs to be dry sometimes. It doesn't need to be constantly wet, because like I said in my nighttime hair care routine, wet hair is the most vulnerable hair, so your hair is more susceptible to breakage at that time if you're wetting it and then putting it in a bun, or if you're wetting it and letting it go out and constantly air dry. You're gonna have more tangles when it comes to your next wash day. So just try not to constantly wet your hair, because it doesn't need to be wet daily. Even if you're applying product daily, you don't need to constantly drench your hair. Maybe a little mist here or there to reactivate the product you have in it, but you don't need to wet down your hair daily. There is no benefit to that. You need to find some type of products that is going to keep it looking hydrated longer and keep the products activated for as long as possible. But just be conscious of that, because you don't want to have your hair wet constantly every day. No. So that's all for this video. I hope you are enjoying this little hair information week. I have so many ideas, so much information I want to get out for you guys. Hopefully all of y'all can keep up. If you all missed any videos, please go back and catch up, because your girl is coming at them hot and quick, hot and ready, Little Caesars, okay? So I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at Everything by Maja. That's where you see the hairstyles I do and stuff like that, and you get a little bit of behind the scenes. So that's it for today's video. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Go ahead and leave me a comment about one of your favorite hair myths or the biggest scam that you have seen in the hair community, and I love to read your comments. I love to talk to you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow.